This is a two-story house, and most of our bedrooms are downstairs, so you do get what they call stratification. With warmer temperatures being at the top, and the fact that the deck that we're sitting on, shields, basically stops the sun from coming into our bedroom as well. So this is a certified passive house. It doesn't rely on sun to heat the house, but the sun will have an effect. Yeah, so you still got to watch your glazing. If you have all Western glazing, sure, even a passive house is gonna
Overheat.
seriously overheat. But that's that coolness, whatever we do control it. And so one of the design features of this house is also to have a sloping ceiling in the living dining area. And so what that naturally does is the warm air rises, hits the ceiling, goes up, and in the kitchen we've got a high level window where it can all escape. So we do work the house. At night time, in summertime, we do open up the windows to allow that air to flow through. Yeah, it's not just like you switch on, you flick a switch and everything's okay.
We don't have a cool pump,
Cool pump,
heat pump, air
No.
conditioner.
No.
We just have one small panel heater downstairs, and that heat naturally rises up into the living areas.
That we use in winter.
Yeah, that we do put on in winter. And that's the only form of heating that we have in the house. The other thing that we do as well, the garage is outside the envelope, and so if it is a warm day and we feel like the house is too warm or getting too warm, we can open up that garage, and that's a big pool of cold air which we can sort of circulate into the house. And that's been interesting. It's all figuring out little things. The house is wired for a cool pump if we need it at some stage.
It was recommended to us at the design stage, but I kind of felt it was more about safeguarding the designer from any comeback that the house is too hot than anything else. Me being in that architecture field, I do understand how buildings work, and I was willing to accept it. And kind of having a heat pump, cool pump in a passive house was kind of like against the principles of it in my book. So that's why we didn't do it, but we did plumb for it, because you want to keep the building airtight, so you want to make sure you've future-proofed it from that respect.
And we don't know, in 10 or 15 years' time, the climate might be
That extreme.
as such that we do actually need it, and at least we're prepared for it, same as we're prepared for some accessibility features if we need them.
Yeah.
And so probably, and there's some exterior shading that we can still do to help manage the heat.
So we've wired 4 external blinds to be mounted to the outside. You can control from the inside as well. Yeah, we haven't installed them, but we've already allowed for that and wired for that.